Flying together. A long time ago, before the white man first set foot on these brave new lands, there was a strong young warrior who was in love with a beautiful maiden from another tribe. Now, everyone told them that it would never work, that they were too different, and that their love would soon die. But they were young, they were in love, and they still believed that things could be forever. And so they snuck off from their tribes and they went to find the medicine man who lived at the top of a mountain, to ask him for some magic, some totem, some medicine to make their love last forever. The medicine man lit a sacred fire and communicated with the Great Spirit and said, yes, there was something they could do, but it would not be easy. The warrior would have to go far into the north to Thunder Mountain that was always covered by ice and snow, and there he would have to capture a male eagle, the most powerful one he could find. And Blue Cloud, the young maiden, would have to go far deep into the south, into the valley that was always green, and there capture a female eagle. And they had to bring them back before the next full moon. Well, in those days, eagles were much larger and more powerful than they are today, and capturing one without using arrows or harming them in any way could easily cost them their lives. But the two embraced and set off on their way, knowing that their love would bring them safely back. And the medicine man on his mountain waited and watched the moon wane and then begin to grow. And finally, on the night of the full moon, he saw them. Two small figures coming from opposite directions, meeting together at the bottom of the path and climbing the mountain, carrying great, big, struggling sacks. They had wounds from the scratches from their fight with the eagle. Some of them still had not scarred over and were still fresh with blood, but they smiled because they had their eagles. And as the medicine man chanted out a sacred prayer, they carefully opened up the bags and let the eagles out. And the medicine man quickly pulled out a rawhide string and tied the eagles' legs together and threw them up into the sky. The eagles spread their powerful wings and began to fly, but the male wanted to fly one way and the female the other, and since they couldn't, they started pecking and clawing and screeching at each other until they fell to the ground with bloodied feathers. The young man and woman stared in horror. Was this an omen? Was this what would happen to them? And their horror only grew when the medicine man pulled out a knife and stalked right up to the eagles and sliced the cord that bound them. Instantly, the eagles took off flying. The male flew one way, the female flew the other. But after a while, they found each other. And they started circling each other, flying together until finally they came together in the dance of love and were just a tiny black speck against the full moon that shone upon the two young lovers. That, said the medicine man, that is your magic. If you wish your love to last forever, fly together, but never tied